Shakur Stevenson owes his house after O'Shaquie Foster destroys his boy, Ray Ford. Let's look at it. Play the clip. Oh, nice. Body shot was sneaky. Great defense, O'Shaquie. Very good defense. Now, why does Shakur owe his house after that fight? Boom. Yo man's a itch. Tell that ninja squabble up. We don't want to hear that whoa at ish. He talking. Savage, aka Ray Ford, is his worst nightmare. I'll bet my house on it. F ninjas. I gave Schofield an opportunity, a fight that didn't happen. Why can't he give an actual former champion an opportunity? So I'm showing you on camera. This proves everything Boxingego been saying. This generation is chopped. You're like calling this man out his name, saying give Ray Ford a chance. And guess what? He gave Ray Ford a chance. He had the opportunity and he was mixing them. This generation is chopped. Shakur Stevenson confronts O'Shaquie Foster after a brilliant win. And in the process, Shakur Stevenson looks bad. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. Now, check out my video, O'Shaquie Foster defeated Ray Ford. What really happened? It's a deep dive and breakdown to the fight. I spent my time with it, gave you guys the good, the bad, the ugly. Moving on. After the fight, after Ray Ford got thrown out the ring like Jazzy Jeff and Uncle Phil, after he got dominated by O'Shaquie, O'Shaquie invited Shakur Stevenson into the ring, and this is a screen grab from it. Now, I don't mind trash talking. In fact, some of my favorite fighters of all time were showboaters and trash talkers, right? That's not the issue. But the way Shakur continues to go about his career is just off-putting. It becomes harder to support, right? For example, O'Shaquie boxed very well, in my opinion. The fight wasn't even close. I don't care about the DAZN commentators. You might as well just watch the fight on mute. They are trash. They were leading you to believe that it was a super competitive fight. If you really think about it, it wasn't. We're talking about championship fight, 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds. So O'Shaquie was doing the better work for more rounds and longer durations in rounds. So even early on, there was like some spots where Ray Ford was like competitive, right? O'Shaquie still bested many of those rounds to the point where Ray Ford got almost shut out. He probably won like 2 rounds, maybe 3 if you're just being real nice, or like round 1 was kind of could have maybe went either way, but that was just like a filler round, and I still gave that to O'Shaquie for the record. So to see a beautiful display of boxing, and then post-fight you get in the ring and you're calling the man a bum. That's not the trash talk that I like. Not that you called him a bum, I don't care about that. But you just watch a clinic and then now you call him a bum no matter what. So he was going to be a bum regardless. I hate trash talk like that, in fact. Even if you have a rival, a nemesis, an arch enemy, whatever, op, don't mean you should lie. That make you look bad when you lie. Like, I could be beefing, I rap, right? So I could be beefing with somebody, let's say Black Thought. If I was beefing with Black Thought, no matter if I was beefing, of course I'm gonna try to win and try to battle him or whatever. But I'm not gonna say he's trash. I'm not gonna say he can't spit. I would have to hit him from a different angle because we all know lyrically he on another level. You see what I'm saying? So for you to just come out and be like, oh, he trash when the world watched the fight, you just sound silly. Then you picked O'Shaki to lose to your friend, and then he beat him down, throw him out the ring like a matador, and you still call him a bum. So using Shakur's very flawed logic, what does that make your man's Ray Ford? So you're indirectly dissing your own homie and you don't even realize it because you emotional, right? Think about it. If you say a man is a bum, a complete bum, and that complete bum, that vagrant, right, just ran your man pockets and threw him out the ring and had him in round 11, right? What does that make your friend? Because if I'm a bum and I did all that and had him shelling up, nose busted and bleeding, he on the ropes, like he had no answers. So what does that make Ray Ford? Losing to Nick Ball, who Brandon Figueroa destroyed and knocked out, and then now getting bodied even worse because the Nick Ball fight was at least pretty competitive. This was pretty much a shutout. So yeah, I think this makes Shakur look bad because it makes him look too emotional. And then he getting on social media like, oh, send me the contract. Aren't you the A-side? You send him a contract, huh? What are we talking about? And this is the behavior. This is why people like Shakur, it's hard for me to believe they're going to make that transition to become pay-per-view stars. What you're saying is not even rooted in realism. This man, Shakur, was watching his man get slaughtered so bad that he stood up out his seat trying to coach him on the sidelines. This is pitiful. Look, he's like, man, come on, Ray Ford. Get up, Craig. Get up, Ray. Look, the man trying to teach him from the sideline. So what you want to do is jab, like, but you call him a bum. But you have to coach your man from the side. Bro, this is just pathetic. Bro, he's shadow boxing. Sit down. Look, come on, Ray. Craig, get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. Put the gun down, son. Live to fight another day. Bro, you thought this was finna give him a spiritual awakening? You was looking mad concerned in that ring, and you had to give him. So let me get this straight. O'Shaki is such a bum that you had to get up and try to give your man instructions to raise his spirit and rally the troops. So it is all this made Shakur look bad. You were just better off saying, hey, I'm on another level, which would have also been dissing your man, and, you know, kept it pushing. Like, hey, try that with me. But no, you called the man a bum, and like, you look wild big. You look way bigger than the man. And we know Shakur's, if he has his way, he gonna try to use that weight advantage. Don't want to move up himself to 147 pounds versus Devin Haney or Ryan, especially without stipulations. The same stipulations he tried to get at Tank for, and Tank is tiny, right? You look all big, Bolo Young. You break my record, now I break you like I break your friend, right? You out here looking like Bolo Young next to the man, calling him a bum, but then you won't probably go back to 135 to fight him. Drop down to 130 and fight him. You say you tiny, you know what I mean? So all this made Shakur look bad. He a good fighter, but hard to get behind when you picked against this man. You told the world that he was going to get destroyed by Ray Ford. Ray Ford had no answers, to the point where you're trying to shadow box and teach him how to win. And then you conduct yourself like that, yelling and screaming and like ninja this, ninja that. Stop it.